Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful day we have. Below November is just around the corner, and that means we really have to rush along getting this thing sealed. And as I'm sure many of you know, and I am keenly aware, this boat is very much not sealed. We still have a lot of woodwork to do over here. And first thing of business is to get in the next run, next guides for the windows. We get these in, and we're gonna double check this whole system to make sure everything's square, and then I think I might shave off some of the garbage wood up there and get it to fit just snug, pretty much exactly where it's going to be in the future. So no sense dawdling, let's just jump right to it. Also, I want to thank Lars Blogrim Jorgensen. Your name is hard to pronounce, but thank you for the vinyl gloves and the saw blades from the wish list. You guys are awesome. You've been really helping me out on that wish list. I can't think of any other supplies we really need right now. Just hard work. So I will get to it right now for real this time. Not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that. Now the next thing to do will be to build that floor underneath and then set the form exactly where it's got to be. Put the big through bolts. I got these big 9-inch, half-inch thick galvanized bolts. All right, that's it. The sun is already setting. The clouds are rolling in. We're gonna get a bit of a blow tonight. So I'm gonna batten down the hatches here and pick this up tomorrow. I got some editing to do tonight. And yeah, I'll get back to it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you can hear the racket outside, that is the sound of internal combustion in the morning. I've been using the generator off and on ever since the battery problem, because I can't seem to, well, I'm only running on one battery right now and it's a little damaged too. So it doesn't hold a charge super long, and if I get rainy days, then I need to run the generator to charge it back up. But I haven't been able to charge it until very, very recently. All right, well, this is a tough book, and I want to thank Alan for sending it out, but I needed it to program some of the stuff we're doing over there with the comm box and the tech side. I've been delaying a lot of the tech side stuff, mainly because it's been sunny and I've been working outside, but I've also been delayed on a couple little gadgets along the way. My new Wi-Fi antenna is giving me a lot of trouble, so once I figure that out, I'll be doing videos all about that, telling you guys all about my Wi-Fi setup. But for now, yeah, I'm logged in. And Alan, thank you so much for sending this out. This is going to be the central computer on the boat. and it's a tough book. It's quite dated, but I don't need a powerful computer to do what I want to do, and this one is designed for me because it's tough and I destroy things. So thank you so much, Alan, for sending this out, and we're already putting it to good use, programming in the comm box so I can charge my batteries and run space heaters. Be nice and warm. By the way, the generator is capable of charging 3,000 watts continuous, which on my battery bank is about like 40 amps, which would be, for that one, it would be like just trolling along really slow if I was running my motors directly off the generator. So eventually I think maybe I'd like to get a more powerful generator, but this one was $200 and it runs fine, and I bought it here on the island. So for my purposes right now and for the foreseeable future, it's just great, and maybe down the road we'll get something a little bit lighter and a little bit more efficient and a little bit nicer, but I've got money to spend in other places like plywood. Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't actually get that much work done because my blade is twisting as I'm putting it through the table saw, so I've got some problems to figure out with that. Luckily we've got no shortage of work to do here on the boat, including I'm finally oiling and cleaning all the tools out of the toolbox. Look at this, so shiny, almost no rust. I don't know if I've ever had my tools completely devoid of rust, but yeah, there's been pounds and pounds of sand. I found one fish in there. Had to fight 3 crabs out of that. Well, I think it was actually 4 when I went to go fish it out of the bottom. I had to fight the crabs in the midnight when I went out for low tide. It was awful. Alright, well, Captain Mike and I are going to go ashore. We've fixed his chainsaw, we think, and I've got a piece of wood on by now.
Let's go find that beam.
Sorry, so I need a new beam. It's one of the less important beams, so to say, sort of, if there's any unimportant beam on the boat, but it's that forwardmost one. Mine's still in decent shape, but I'd like to get a new one, just so that I don't have to worry about any hidden rot or other pieces. And yeah, so we're gonna take a look at this piece to replace it. What do you think, Captain? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's too skinny on this end, and too kinky over on that end. Yeah, I see what you mean. There's that kink right there, about 7 feet up. Yeah, that's cool. So we need the other side of it. From there on is where we need it.
Yeah.
From that side on.
Did you bring the tape?
Yeah, I got the tape. That's just a bit short, I think. That's 5 inches there. No bueno. So yeah, so I think I need a bigger piece. This is gonna make great firewood. This might be just the piece right here. Oh, we got a fresh one right here. I like fresh. She might be too much. That is a whopping 12 inches. Yeah, maybe more like 11 in diameter. Base. And then up here, 9 inches. You know, if I wanted to square it up instead of making a round one, I could use a square one. I could use that. Well, lots to choose from in this little lumber yard known as the ocean. Oh, plenty more to choose from over here. Now, all of these logs technically belong to the logging companies in the area, but as you can tell, they're not really in the business of picking them up anymore. They used to be. Back in the day, it used to be, I guess, labor costs, unions, all this other stuff made it still profitable to run around with their giant tugboats and collect the odd one here and there off the beach and put it back in their booms. But these days, they lose one, they lose two. Not really a big deal anymore. Not when they're dealing with thousands and thousands of them and they've only got 2 or 3 guys running a whole boom like that. They're not going to sweat over just 1 or 2 of them. And so they end up here and they wash up on the beach. And they do provide a certain amount of erosion protection in some areas. Although right here it's not exactly a concern. And the bigger concern is actually them washing back into the water, striking a boat and sinking it. Which does happen from time to time. They get tangled up in a mooring and tear a boat off and they end up on the beach. Like this guy. Yeah, the Malachi is still here. And so is the one that I floated. It's still sunk there. We thought that an organization was going to come by and help us take it apart this summer. No dice. So looks like she's around for another season. But the sea otters are happy about it and they have somewhere to play. And well, it is what it is. It's what the people want to see, Mike.
Well, they can email you and tell you you're nuts.
Yeah, you got it wrong, man. If I was there, I would have done it differently. But I couldn't get myself off the couch to do it. But I would have been, I would have done it so different.
Done it this way.
Yeah. If Deadliest Catch wasn't on TV, I'd been there, man. Let me tell you. That's good. Alright. She's the quickest dinghy in the west. She hauls logs the best. It's HMS Bathtub. Nothing she can't do except keep me dry and okay, now play this fun little game called Will She Sink? Will she sink? Will she sink? My lady, fair dink.
Yay!
Anything's possible when you got buoyancy. Come on. She'll take the mooring out, she'll take logs out, she'll take beams out, she don't care. Big angry dink. Yeah. Mike, I don't mean to rub it in, but my dink is bigger than your dink.
You can have it.
I have no doubt there's 1,000 easier, smarter, and better ways of doing it than this. But boy, this is fun. Oh, I'm just so impressed with this little boat. Look at her go. All right, so my plan, as of about 3 minutes ago, is to drag this log up onto the road, load it in my truck, maybe today, and then get it to Mark's place. That's the guy who runs the mill in the forest there, and now that there's no fire ban, he can run his mill. And I'll get him to mill down this piece, and we'll make it nice and square, and then I'll put it up the front. Instead of a round beam, we'll have a square beam. And the square beam will make it a lot easier and nicer to work with all the hardware that I have to bolt up to it. So the stairs that's going to mount off of that, I probably have a couple other pieces of kit bolted on, and it's always nicer to bolt stuff onto something where it lays flush, and not on a weird rounded bit and having to carve everything. So square it is. My whole boat's square anyway, so who cares? Square, square, square. But you know, her being from the ocean and all, she's a little wet. And that means that she's not gonna go on the boat just yet. She's got a long track of work to do on her first. Let her dry out a little bit, and I'm gonna oil her so that when she does dry out, she doesn't check too much. And hopefully get ourselves a nice piece for free. How sick is that? And considering I have no money left over for wood right now, well, when you don't have money, just throw effort at things until it works. All right, well, this plan just keeps getting more and more fun. See that? That's my pickup truck. I'm gonna run this yellow line down here, and everyone's gonna stand clear, and nothing is gonna get broken or hurt. Steer clear.
Well, that worked well.
Give it a yank.
Let's go. Fuck.
You whore!
Hold on there. Just don't go anywhere. Wait. Just stay there. We're out of here. You got it. Good going, Si.
Kids, don't do this at home at all. It's not a smart idea, but I've got about 900 meters to go, and I'm not carrying it. So we're gonna do it this way. We'll get it there, and I'll go about 1 kilometer an hour the whole time. Get there in about 45 minutes. All right, I'm back on the boat. Freaking swamped. That took a lot of energy out of me. Hopefully I'll be able to use that piece of wood. I don't know, Mark wasn't there, so I'll get the lowdown from him soon. Hopefully by the time this video posts, I'll know. And if I can't use it, well then, you know, a year, 2 years down the road, so you can pawn it off to another client of his. So either way, it's good, and it's good to get a good workout in. But I got a lot of fiddly jobs left to me the rest of today. They're calling for good weather tomorrow, so we'll be back out there working on the floor, building that front section, and then we're moving on to the window frames. But yeah, I'm almost done the tools. I'll finish those up, and then I think I'm going to work a little bit on the antenna and do some troubleshooting on that, which will basically involve me just sitting on a computer and clicking the keyboard and going, "Why won't you work?" Because that's basically how I approach technology, by talking to it. All right, that's it for today's episode. Super swamped. Thanks for watching. Catch you tomorrow.